Hello everyone, welcome to Empress Moon Tarot 777. My name is Ocean. I am happy to have you here. In light of the fact that we are in the Mercury retrograde pre-shadow and I had all kinds of technical issues last week, we are going old school. Me to you. Hi, how are ya? No microphone today, just my little camera. Me and my camera, and you. Nice to see you. Welcome to my living room. Well, technically you're in my recording space, but so we're going to go old school during the Mercury retrograde period just so that we don't have to deal with that. So I've got a couple announcements, but I'm going to take cards while I announce. So this is big stuff. Are you ready? I am so back, y'all. I am so back. Yep, we're celebrating. Celebrating so much that over there on EmpressMoonTarot.com/events, you're going to find a plethora of events for the month of September. And as we near the end of September, I'll put up the events for October. So let me go ahead and split these cards. And then we'll talk about the events, because I am going to read tarot for you here in just a minute. Let's see what that tarot may be. Oh, I have them up. No, I have them right side up. Okay. Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Knave of Chalices, the Devil, the High Priestess, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Hangman, and the King of Wands. I'm not surprised to see the King of Wands here at all as your overall energy. All right. So, looks like we got a great reading coming up here in just a second. So, for those of you that like group Reiki, group distance Reiki, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. I've only got 2 people signed up right now, so plenty of room. I only allow a maximum of 11 people. So, I basically have 9 slots open, and that's it. And that's at 7 p.m. We start promptly at 7:15 working on Reiki. So if that's of interest to you, check that out over on the website. Also on the website for this week, we've got like time sensitive events right now. Tuesday's Reiki. Wednesday, are you ready? Twin Flame Soulmate readings. I know. Again, yeah. That's what everybody's been asking for, so that's what you're getting. Twin Flame Soulmate readings on Wednesday. On Thursday, you have until Thursday night to sign up for the Mercury Retrograde Astrology PDF report, or the Mercury Retrograde Tarot, or the Full Moon in Pisces Tarot, or, are you ready? Brand new weekly tarot readings. Weekly. Topical. No questions. I don't read by questions. I read by energy. So we have weekly tarot readings available beginning, this week. But in order to get it for the upcoming week, you have to order by Thursday. So check out EmpressMoonTarot.com/events. All right, my dears. So we start out with the King of Wands as the overall energy. Now, I'd just like to note that we do have a King and a Queen of Wands, so this does involve 2 people. 2 people that either work extremely well together, 2 entrepreneurial types, 2, strong networkers, things of that nature, or 2 people with high chemistry for one another. The King and Queen of Wands. Our King of Wands is very action-oriented. If he's going to do something, he's just going to go and do it. If he gets fear, he's not going to let fear get in his way. He's going to go and do it. If there's something that he needs to say, if he needs to express his feelings, he's going to go and do it. If he needs to start a new business, he's going to go and do it. If he needs to talk to an accountant, he's going to go do it. He doesn't sit around and wait. He doesn't let life pass him by. He doesn't let a good thing disappear on him. He knows a good thing when it comes his way. And he goes after it. But this king is feeling a little bit of insecurity. He's showing up as a knight. A little bit of insecurity. You have the 2 of coins. Some people would say that this person's juggling 2 people. The 2 of coins just simply indicates that this person does not have things in their life settled very well. Like there's things interfering, or there's things that are pulling him in another direction. So while this king has his eyes set on the Queen of Wands, which is towards our future energy here, while he has his set sight on either working with this Queen of Wands or romantically connecting with this Queen of Wands, right now he's being pulled in an opposite direction. It's possible he could be pulled in an opposite direction due to marriage, due to, a long-term commitment, due to being in another town, due to, if it's work, he could be working for another company. But there's this focus that his attention is being pulled elsewhere. Because it's like the dragon is pushing him backwards, back in time. It's almost like Mercury retrograde is saying, hey, let's throw those rose-colored glasses on top of you again, Mr. King of Wands. And with those rose-colored glasses, we're going to send you back into a situation. We're going to send you backwards as this knight to deal with those insecurities and those fears that you're not dealing with. So this person is being pushed backward, pulled in another direction, because opening up for this person is like death, right? Opening up is terrifying. Vulnerability is terrifying for this person. So we have both of our knights are heading back towards the past. So we have our Knight of Pentacles. It's like, oh, it's almost like this King of Wands was coming forward towards the Queen of Wands with some sort of offer, and yet got redirected towards the past, redirected towards a past lover, redirected towards a past relationship to resolve, redirected towards a past situation to work through. And this King of Wands, while he's dealing with this other situation, his eyes are still focused on the Queen of Wands. His eyes are still focused in her direction. But what is in between, let me show you. So what is in between our King and our Queen of Wands is this situation from the past that this King of Wands is having to deal with and settle. And you see, like, even the Eight of Wands is looking towards the past, but the King is looking towards the Queen in the future. So this person knows they have a future with their Queen of Wands. Like, they know that the future awaits them. Does that make sense? They know that their future awaits them. But they've got to deal with this other situation. And unfortunately, when Mercury retrograde comes up, it's like it makes everything... Usually during Mercury retrograde, toxic relationships seem like the most loving, most wonderful relationships in the world. And toxic situations seem like, oh, they're really not that bad. And then once you get on the other side of Mercury retrograde, it's like, oh yeah, I was dealing with this, wasn't I? The honeymoon period's over. So that can be in relationships, that could be in a job, that can be in anything. And so here we have our King of Wands is sort of, he's focused on something that he has to deal with in the past. And it seems to be surrounding these insecurities, this vulnerability, or the struggle being vulnerable. Yet this King of Wands sits there with the message. He has a message for the Queen of Wands. But all his communication is going towards the past right now, towards this past person. It could be that in order for this king to have peace of mind to come forward towards this queen, to express themselves, they have to deal with another situation first. But the situation in the past seems all rosy because we have, Cupid's arrows, the arrows of love, shooting back towards the past. So this King of Wands is being heavily swayed by circumstances and astrological events. But yet, this King of Wands, who's sitting with this, happy message, notice the flute of the satire here. It's like, Hello, King of Wands. Your Queen of Wands awaits. It's almost like Spirit keeps whispering in their ear, hey, 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 you're Queen of Wands, which is why the King can't keep his eyes off the Queen. The King knows who his perfect match is. The King knows that this past situation is temporary, that it's fun, it's childlike fun in the Mercury retrograde period. But it's like all form of internal thought and desire seem to be leading towards the Queen. It's like the call to the Queen, calling the King to come towards the Queen, right? Calling the King here. And this particular person's emotions run hot for this Queen. Could be something that didn't go well between them in the past. There's, really intense emotions, whether it's happy or whether it's negative. But yet they still feel themselves drawn and magically and mystically called towards their Queen of Wands, who just, very innocently sits there waiting. She's just like, she looks like such a bad arse, but she's also sort of like, I got my wand, I can fight, but I can fight this battle, but I'm just going to sit here. So we see this Queen of Wands just kind of, sitting. And then it's interesting because the all-knowing High Priestess steps into the scene. This High Priestess could be the King of Wands. This High Priestess could be the Queen of Wands. It could be an external force. But this High Priestess helps this King of Wands to see things from a different perspective. It could be that something comes to light for this King of Wands regarding the Mercury retrograde rosy situation to help them see things from a new perspective on how to move forward. Let's see. What is this King going to see differently? The Ace of Wands. They're going to see a passionate new beginning differently. With the Empress. Somebody may get pregnant. Be careful of that during Mercury retrograde if that's not of interest to you. All right. 9 of Cups. They see emotional fulfillment in a different light. The Wheel and Fate. So it's like all confusion that they once had about what's going to make them happy now comes to light. And so, and I do believe that this is with the Queen of Wands because the King is facing her direction. And so there's an awareness perhaps that the King of Wands needs to come at the Queen of Wands with romance rather than sexual tension or energy, right? Or that, there's in some way fate, destiny, spirit is, kind of luring them, calling them to their Queen of Wands. Now, the devil can be a temptation energy, and with the King and Queen of Wands, so definitely sexual temptation there. But there seems to be this kind of hand of fate that this King of Wands becomes aware of. And when this King of Wands becomes aware of the hand of fate at play, then he comes forward with that Ace of Wands, with the new opportunity with the Queen. All right. Expect powerful change. Surrender to the divine. And your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, so I might be talking to a King of Wands in this particular reading. If you're the person who's trying to figure out how to get back to your your counterpart, your divine counterpart, then expect change, but surrender to, you know, Spirit on how it's all going to work out, and come up with a practical plan. That's all I got to say. That's what they say. We will leave it there, my loves. Be sure to go up to EmpressMoonTarot.com/events and check out all the events up there. There are so many. You're going to love it, and I am very happy to be back. All right. Love and light. Big hug. Mwah! Kiss, kiss from Ocean. Later.